Good evening, students. So, in the previous classes, we have discussed about different security things where we have seen what is security and what are the security attacks, different types of security attacks we have, and we have seen the security services and security mechanisms, and finally, we have seen the network security model. So in this class, we will see the different classic encryption techniques that is in the chapter 2. So first, we'll see what are the topics we are having in the chapter 2. We'll cover symmetric cipher models, substitution techniques, then transportation techniques, and router machines and steganography. So all are comes under our encryption techniques. So first we'll see about the symmetric cipher model. So what is symmetric cipher model? So symmetric cipher model, also called as conventional encryption techniques or private key encryption techniques or single key encryption, all will be comes under our symmetric cipher. So symmetric cipher means you have to remember only single key will be used or one private key is used, which is called the symmetric key. So in the symmetric key cipher or conventional cipher model, we have the user, sender and receiver, both the person has to be share a common key, which we call as a secret key. So this key is used for the encryption and decryption purpose, that is encoding and decoding purpose. So all the classical encryption algorithms will be comes under this private key, that is symmetric encryption. So whatever the earlier versions of earlier encryption algorithms are there, all the encryption algorithms will be comes under this private key encryption algorithm. So now we will see how this private key encryption or conventional encryption algorithm is going to be worked. So you can see this diagram where we are going to have the plain text. So this plain text we are going to be inserted or sent to a algorithm which we call as encryption algorithm. So this encryption algorithm, what it will do is, the work of the encryption algorithm is converting our message into unreadable formats, that is encoded formats. So no one can understand that particular message which is result of this encryption. Okay. So for that purpose, we require a security key. So why we should require a security key? Because once we transmit the data, the unreadable data, that is encoded data, will be received by the receiver. So here the receiver has to, what he has to do, he has to read that particular message, but it is unreadable format. So to convert that unreadable format into readable format, it requires the key. If the same key is used, which is used for the encryption, then only the unreadable format message will be converted into readable format message, that is plain text. So for that purpose, when the ciphertext, what we are going to do is encrypt this particular message and transmit that particular message, and sender will receive the message, and that encoded message will be sent to decryption algorithm, which is going to use the same secret key which is used by the sender. Same secret key is used, and then we are going to get the plain text. So here is plain text and here is plain text is there. So in between the text which is transferred is called cipher text. Okay. So in between from encryption to decryption, whatever the text we are going to send, that text is considered as a cipher text, which is encoded text. So this is called as a symmetric cipher model. Okay. So we'll see what are the how this symmetric cipher model will be work. For example, here you can take the example for symmetric cipher model, where we are having the user A is a ls. He is going to send a message to the Bob. So this red color person is ls, and uh, blue color person is Bob. So he is going to send a message. So he is going to send a message that hi Bob from Alice. So what he is going to do, he is going to send this particular message to encryption algorithm. So encryption algorithm, consider the encryption algorithm is key. Key is the encryption algorithm which takes two inputs, M comma K. M means the message. Whatever the message we have entered, that message will be M. And K is secret key, which is shared by both the users A and B. So this key is used while we are sending this message and key to the encryption algorithm. Then we are going to generate a cipher text. C is the result. So this C cipher text will be transmitted to the network. So while we are transmitting it to the network, we observe in the network security model, the opponent can be able to attack that particular network to get the message. So if the opponent, assume that he is the opponent or he is the attacker, who is going to attack the message, so what he is going to get? He is going to get the cipher text, encoded message. So the encoded message will be like this: AN hash 3G QNB5, like that. So he cannot understand that what is the message, content of the message. Okay. If he gets the message also, he is unable to read that particular message. So this unreadable format message, cipher text, is sent to the receiver. So now receiver will contain the decryption algorithm, which is the reverse to the most of the time. The decryption algorithm is reverse to the encryption algorithm. So here D consider as the decryption algorithm and C as the cipher text which is received and K as the secret key which is shared by the sender. So the decryption algorithm will take this cipher text and key, and finally it will produce the message M which is in the readable format. So the receiver is able to read this particular message, hi Bob Alice. So like that our encryption will be work. Symmetric cipher text will be work. So this is called as symmetric cipher model and it is one example. So the definitions for all the keywords which are available in this model: plain text is nothing but original message, cipher text is the encoded message, coded message, then cipher means algorithm which is used for which is transmitting the plain text to cipher text. Then next we are going to have the key. Key is the secret information which is used to convert or encode or decode that particular message. Then we are going to have the cipher, that is encryption algorithm. Cipher encryption algorithm which can be used to convert plain text into cipher text. Then next we are going to have the decipher, that is decryption algorithm which converts the cipher text to plain text. Then we are going to have the cryptography. Cryptography is nothing but the study of these encryption principles is called cryptography. Okay, now you better understand the meaning of cryptography. The study of these encryption techniques is called a cryptography. Then reverse to this, we are going to have another study which is called cryptanalysis. So the cryptanalysis means the study of breaking these cryptographic algorithms is called cryptanalysis. That means attacking these cryptographic algorithms is called cryptanalysis. Then finally cryptology means the both cryptography and cryptanalysis is combined, we call as cryptology. So these are the keywords which are used in our cipher model. So before to perform this encryption cipher model, we required some requirements should be there. So the requirements will be like this. First one is type of characteristics. So we can classify our secret key or private key cipher models into different things based upon their characteristics. So here the characterization of the cryptographic system can be classified like this. types of encryption operations. So we are going to have different encryption operations will be there. Mainly three encryption operations we are going to use. Substitution encryption, transposition encryption, and product encryption, which we are going to discuss in the next class. Then next we are going to have the number of keys used. So we can classify our encryption algorithm into two types. Based upon the keys used, we can have the single key encryption, which we call as private key, and we can also have another type of encryption is two keys, that is called as public key encryption algorithm. And based upon the inputs which we take the algorithm, we can classify the algorithm into two types. One is block cipher encryption algorithm, another one is stream cipher encryption algorithm. So if the message is received block by block, then it is called block cipher encryption algorithm. If the algorithm takes the input stream bit by bit, then we are going to call as the stream cipher algorithm. So these are the concepts which we are having in the encryption. In the next class, we will discuss the remaining concepts.